Get ready for a journey through some of the most surprising and unusual facts about our world. Imagine ants working together to form a floating raft, or elephants sensing a storm from over 150 kilometers away. Ever thought about scorpions glowing in the dark? Or a country where nodding your head for yes actually means the opposite? In just a few minutes, you'll discover fascinating insights from every corner of the globe, and maybe even see chocolate in a whole new way. If you're ready to uncover these captivating secrets, let's dive in! Ants as rafts, nature's little engineers. When floods hit, certain species of ants showcase one of the animal kingdom's most remarkable examples of teamwork. Fire ants, for example, link their bodies together to create floating rafts that keep their colonies alive during floods. They interlock legs and mandibles, forming a structure that's surprisingly buoyant and resilient against the water's pressure. Even more incredible is their ability to sense the direction of current flow and adjust their formation accordingly, keeping the queen and vulnerable members safe and dry at the raft's center. This communal life raft isn't just survival, it's a testament to their adaptability and cooperation. Scientists have studied these rafts to better understand fluid dynamics and hydrophobic surfaces because the ants' ability to trap air pockets around them provides both flotation and protection. So, next time it rains, think of these tiny architects drifting and working together to survive nature's worst. Modern birds, the last of the dinosaurs. Ever looked at a bird and thought, there's a bit of T-Rex in there? While it may sound surprising, it's true, birds are the direct descendants of dinosaurs. Around 66 million years ago, a mass extinction wiped out most dinosaur species, but a few survived and evolved over millions of years into the birds we see today. Some characteristics like feathers, hollow bones, and even certain behavioral traits are holdovers from their prehistoric ancestors. Even their beaks, which come in so many shapes and sizes, represent an evolutionary trait that allowed these ancient creatures to diversify into various ecological niches. Every time you see a bird swooping gracefully or perching on a branch, you're watching a descendant of the mighty dinosaurs that once ruled the earth. Birds don't just carry their heritage, they thrive with it, flying reminders of Earth's deep and ancient history. Sweden, where IKEA and bicycles meet. Sweden is known worldwide for its sleek, minimalist design, think IKEA, but there's a lot more to this Scandinavian country than just flat-pack furniture. In addition to its design sensibility, Sweden has one of the highest rates of bike usage in the world. The government promotes biking as part of a sustainable lifestyle, offering extensive bike lanes, safe paths, and even indoor parking garages just for bikes. The Swedes are so committed to reducing their carbon footprint that bike-friendly infrastructure is integrated into almost every part of daily life. IKEA, known for its focus on sustainability, even started selling bikes to encourage people to adopt this eco-friendly transport. Sweden's emphasis on sustainability extends beyond IKEA, symbolizing a national pride in preserving nature and promoting green alternatives. The next time you sit on that IKEA sofa or spot a cyclist, think of how Sweden's passion for style and sustainability flows seamlessly together. Strength of the spider, webs that hold 100 times their weight. Spider silk is one of nature's most incredible materials. Certain spiders, like the orb weavers, produce webs strong enough to hold up to 100 times their own weight, and all from a single, almost invisible thread. The silk is so lightweight yet strong that scientists have been studying it to replicate its properties for various applications, from medical sutures to body armor. The secret lies in the molecular structure of the silk, which combines elasticity with incredible tensile strength. The orb weaver, for example, can create a web that withstands the elements, holding up against wind and rain, and sometimes even capturing prey much larger than itself. These spiders teach us that big things often come in small, unexpected packages. In the future, we might see stronger, lighter materials inspired by spider silk, turning this ancient marvel into the technology of tomorrow. Sharks, survivors of 400 million years. Sharks are often called living fossils, and for good reason. They've been around for over 400 million years, outlasting the dinosaurs and withstanding 5 mass extinctions. They evolved before trees, and even today, these ancient creatures are highly adapted, possessing a sixth sense called electroreception that allows them to detect the faintest electrical signals from prey. Each species has unique adaptations that enable it to thrive in various ocean environments, from shallow reefs to the deep sea. Through millennia, they've evolved streamlined bodies, powerful jaws, and specialized hunting techniques that make them one of the ocean's top predators. Despite their resilience, sharks are now threatened by human activities like overfishing and habitat destruction. They've survived meteor impacts and ice ages, yet face one of their biggest challenges today. Preserving sharks isn't just about saving a species, it's about respecting a lineage that's shaped the oceans for hundreds of millions of years. Socotra, Yemen, an island like no other. Off the coast of Yemen lies Socotra, an island so unique that it's often referred to as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Isolated for millions of years, Socotra has developed a striking array of flora and fauna found nowhere else on Earth. Picture this: dragon blood trees with umbrella-like canopies that look like they're from another planet, and white sands that give way to turquoise waters. These trees bleed a deep red sap once used by ancient civilizations as medicine, dye, and even in alchemy. The island's isolation has resulted in an ecosystem where over a third of the plant life is endemic, meaning you won't find it anywhere else. Socotra's surreal landscapes and unique biodiversity have led it to be recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For those fortunate enough to visit, it's a glimpse into Earth's distant past, a land where evolution took its own incredible path. Hey, if you're enjoying these mind-blowing facts, take a second to subscribe to the channel. Here at Let Me Share a Fun Fact, we're all about bringing you amazing insights you won't hear every day. So, don't miss out, hit that subscribe button and keep discovering with us. The story of chocolate, from currency to confection. Long before chocolate became the sweet treat we know today, it was a currency valued higher than gold by ancient civilizations. The Aztecs considered cacao so precious that they used the beans as money to trade and even pay taxes. Warriors, priests, and royalty enjoyed cacao in its raw, bitter form, often spiced with chili peppers, to create a drink they believed held mystical and energizing properties. The conquistadors who encountered this cacao culture were stunned by the value placed on the beans, and they brought the plant back to Europe, where it gradually evolved into the beloved, sugar-infused chocolate we recognize. From a tool of commerce and ritual to a luxury item and, finally, a global delight, chocolate has traveled an extraordinary path. Every bar of chocolate today, no matter how modern, carries a taste of history and cultural evolution that reaches back to the temples and markets of ancient Mesoamerica. Elephants, nature's weather forecasters. Elephants possess an extraordinary ability to sense thunderstorms from over 150 kilometers away. Their secret lies in their acute sensitivity to low-frequency sounds and vibrations that travel through the earth. When a storm begins forming in the distance, the subtle changes in atmospheric pressure and vibrations reach the ground, where elephants can feel them through their large, sensitive feet. This natural radar often sends entire herds into movement even before clouds appear on the horizon. Scientists studying this remarkable ability hope to learn more about how elephants' advanced sensory perception works, which could have implications for weather prediction and even early earthquake detection. So, while we may check weather apps or watch storm forecasts, elephants rely on ancient, built-in mechanisms that guide them safely through the wild, proving once again that these gentle giants are not only intelligent but deeply attuned to the natural world. Bears and their cozy layer of fat. When winter arrives, bears have a secret weapon to keep them warm and fueled, a thick, insulating layer of fat. Some bears build up to 10 centimeters of fat to survive the frigid months. This dense layer does more than just provide warmth, it also serves as an energy reservoir during hibernation, sustaining them for months without the need for food. But the bear's ability to accumulate fat also varies depending on its environment. In colder climates, bears grow even thicker layers, while those in warmer regions might keep it relatively lean. This natural adaptation to seasonal cycles allows them to survive extreme conditions that would be deadly for most animals. Researchers are fascinated by this process because it's a unique metabolic trick that may offer insights into treating human conditions related to weight and metabolism. So, next time you see a plump bear, know that it's not just for show, it's survival in its most fascinating form. How 3D movies work, a glimpse into cinematic depth. Ever wondered what makes 3D movies feel like you're right inside the action? The magic lies in a fascinating process that uses two cameras positioned slightly apart to capture each scene. This setup mimics the way our eyes see the world from two slightly different perspectives, creating depth perception. When you wear those special 3D glasses, each lens filters out one of the images so each eye only sees its intended perspective. Your brain then combines the two images, creating the illusion of depth and making objects on the screen appear closer or further away. Filmmakers play with angles, colors, and effects to amplify this experience, giving audiences a fully immersive experience. Whether it's action-packed sequences or breathtaking landscapes, 3D technology takes us beyond a flat screen, making us feel like we're a part of the story unfolding before our eyes. Albania, where nodding means no. In Albania, gestures are flipped in a way that often surprises visitors. Instead of nodding for yes and shaking their heads for no, Albanians do the opposite. A head nod means no, and a head shake means yes. This unique cultural trait has baffled foreigners for generations and can lead to comical misunderstandings. The origins of this gesture reversal are a bit of a mystery, though some say it's a way of distinguishing themselves culturally. Despite globalization, many Albanians still use these traditional gestures, keeping a unique piece of their identity alive. For travelers, it's a reminder that even the simplest gestures can hold different meanings around the world. So, if you find yourself in Albania, remember, a head nod might not get you the answer you're expecting. Clownfish, the little fish with a big secret. Clownfish may be adorable, but they have a hidden advantage when it comes to their survival in the coral reefs they call home. These fish live among sea anemones, creatures with tentacles that can sting and immobilize most other fish. But clownfish have a special mucus coating on their skin that makes them immune to the anemone's sting, allowing them to shelter safely among the tentacles. This relationship is mutually beneficial. The clownfish gets a safe home, while the anemone benefits from the clownfish's presence as it helps to scare away predators and attract food sources. This unique adaptation is a perfect example of how symbiotic relationships shape survival strategies in the wild. The clownfish's seemingly simple adaptation not only gives them protection but plays a vital role in the complex, colorful ecosystem of coral reefs. Scorpions and their secret glow. One of nature's eerie wonders is the way scorpions glow under ultraviolet UV light. Shine a UV light on a scorpion in the dark, and it will light up in a fluorescent green or blue hue, thanks to a substance in their exoskeleton. Scientists still aren't entirely sure why scorpions glow, though they suspect it may act as a natural sunscreen, a way to confuse prey, or even help scorpions identify each other. This glow effect is due to compounds in their cuticle that absorb UV light and emit it as visible light. Scorpions have been around for over 400 million years, and this unique feature could very well be an ancient survival adaptation. Their glowing skin has also proven helpful to researchers and field biologists who can easily locate scorpions in the dark using UV lights. Next time you're out in nature, remember, there might be a glowing scorpion hiding in the shadows. Qatar, a wealth built on natural gas. Qatar might be a small country in size, but it boasts one of the highest GDP per capita in the world, largely due to its massive reserves of natural gas. While the country was relatively poor just a few decades ago, the discovery of rich natural gas fields transformed it into a global economic powerhouse. Today, Qatar exports liquefied natural gas, LNG, to countries around the world, fueling economic growth and allowing for incredible developments within its borders. Skyscrapers, luxury hotels, and world-class infrastructure are hallmarks of the nation's rapid modernization. However, Qatar also faces the unique challenge of balancing its growth with sustainability as it seeks to diversify its economy beyond natural gas. From the glittering skyline of Doha to its plans for the 2022 World Cup, Qatar's story is one of transformation, where natural resources have paved the way for global recognition and prosperity. Pendulum clocks, timekeeping with precision and elegance. Pendulum clocks are a beautiful fusion of science and art, using a swinging pendulum to keep time with remarkable accuracy. The secret lies in the pendulum's swing, which takes the same amount of time to complete no matter how far it swings, a discovery first made by Galileo in the 17th century. Each swing of the pendulum transfers energy to the clock's gears, moving the hands in steady intervals. For centuries, pendulum clocks were the standard in precision timekeeping, adorning the homes of the wealthy and becoming symbols of refinement and sophistication. Though digital clocks have largely taken over, the pendulum clock remains a marvel of engineering and elegance, embodying a time when the rhythm of a swinging pendulum was the heartbeat of every household. Next time you see a pendulum clock, remember that each tick represents centuries of innovation in the pursuit of perfect time. Luxembourg, free public transport for all. Luxembourg, one of the wealthiest countries in the world per capita, has set an example in accessibility by offering free public transport to all its citizens. This small but prosperous country made history in 2020 by becoming the first nation to provide nationwide, free public transportation. Luxembourg has long been committed to sustainable living and easing traffic congestion, as its small size and dense population make car travel challenging. Free public transport encourages more people to leave their cars behind, reducing both pollution and traffic. This bold move aligns with Luxembourg's green policies, making it a global model for sustainable urban living. Citizens and tourists alike benefit from this forward-thinking approach, as they can travel by bus, tram, and train without spending a dime. Luxembourg proves that even small countries can make big, impactful changes. Austria, birthplace of musical genius Mozart. Austria is renowned for its rich musical heritage, with Salzburg, the birthplace of one of history's greatest composers, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, at its heart. Born in 1756, Mozart was a child prodigy who began composing at the age of 5 and went on to write some of the most beautiful and complex pieces ever heard. His works spanned every musical form of his time, from symphonies and concertos to operas and choral music. The influence of Mozart's music can still be felt today, as his compositions remain beloved by audiences worldwide. In Salzburg, Mozart's legacy is celebrated through museums, concerts, and an annual festival in his honor. Austria's deep love of music and cultural pride makes it a fitting birthplace for a genius whose music continues to inspire and uplift listeners centuries after his death. The shortest war in history, Britain versus Zanzibar. The year was 1896, and the world witnessed the shortest war in recorded history, a mere 38 minutes long. The Anglo-Zanzibar War began after the sudden death of the pro-British Sultan, Hamad bin Thuwaini. When his cousin, Khalid bin Barghash, took the throne without British approval, tensions escalated quickly. The British issued an ultimatum demanding Khalid step down, but he refused, and at 9:02 a.m., British forces began a bombardment of the royal palace. By 9:40 a.m., Khalid surrendered, marking the end of the war. In under an hour, Britain reasserted its influence over Zanzibar, a strategic island off the coast of East Africa. This brief but intense conflict is a reminder of how swiftly history can change and how diplomacy, or the lack of it, can have immediate and far-reaching effects. The Anglo-Zanzibar War stands as a unique event, not only in its brevity but in its demonstration of the power dynamics at play during the Age of Empires. Thanks for joining us on this adventure through some truly mind-blowing facts. From animals with superpowers to human traditions that might just surprise you, there's always something new to learn. If you enjoyed these facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any future fun facts we have in store. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us which of these fun facts you already knew and which one you found the most interesting. This is Let Me Share a Fun Fact, and we'll see you in the next video.